Hi Laura, how are you? Just tell us exactly what is happening today.
We're here at the airport to greet Hassan Kontar, who has been living in the airport in Kuala Lumpur for 7 months and then was in detention for 2 months. He's originally from Syria, from Sueda, and we have, working with the BC Muslim Association, have sponsored him to come to Canada as a refugee.
What is your plans for Hassan al-Kontar once he arrives?
We don't know how Hassan is going to be feeling. He was living in an airport for 7 months and then in detention for 2 months. I don't know what his mental and physical well-being will be like. So we will take him to Whistler and I think just give him some time to relax and decompress. He has a job offer at a hotel in Whistler, so we will discuss whether that's the best option for him going forward. So it's really a little bit up in the air right now. We just want to make sure that he's healthy and that he feels safe and that he knows that he can now start a new life here in Canada thanks to the good work of Shawkat and other people who have supported him.
What was the initial reaction, or why did you even consider looking into Hassan's case to begin with?
Just over 3 years ago, when I saw the picture of the little Syrian boy on the beach, Alan Kurdi, as a mom, I was really touched by that and decided I needed to do something to help. I started looking into the ways I could help, donating or sending clothing. Ultimately, I ended up traveling to Greece and working on the beaches of the island of Lesbos, greeting arriving refugees. We were getting anywhere from 3,000 to 9,000 refugees a day arriving on the island. We would provide them with dry clothing, blankets, food, and assist them to continue on their journey. A few months after that, I went back and worked at a refugee camp north of Athens, and I've made 2 subsequent trips as well. As a result of meeting so many amazing, young, educated people who had been forced to flee from their country for a variety of reasons, I looked into the option of sponsoring them. And I have been working with a hotel in Whistler. They said that if I could find suitable candidates, they would offer jobs. And then I needed to find an organization that would work with me to provide the sponsorship spots. And that was when I met Shawkat. And he has been incredibly supportive and helpful by supporting the applications, providing some of the funding for the sponsorships, and so we now have, through a variety of different sponsorship organizations, we have 12 young men that are coming to Whistler, 4 of whom have arrived already, and we're also sponsoring a number of families. So I'm still continuing my work overseas, but also here.
So, tell me a little bit more about this organization. I guess you're working with an organization, you're part of this organization. Are you funding?
When I came back from my first trip to Greece, there were a number of us Canadian volunteers who wanted to continue to support refugees overseas and here in Canada when they arrived. So we started a small nonprofit called Canada Caring Society. And the original idea was to provide information to people who wanted to volunteer overseas, and also to provide refugees with information about how they could access resources here in Canada. So we have, kept working together. We encourage people to go overseas. We will connect them with people that they can work with over there. We also raise funds for our Baby Box project, where we put together a box of supplies for a mother with a new baby that will get them through the first few weeks of life.
That's wonderful. It sounds like a very noble cause, and I wish my viewers would help out, contribute as much as they can. Is there a way to contact you, your website?
Absolutely, they can visit canadacaring.ca and they can find out more about the projects that we're doing, and of course they can always support the BC Muslim Association as well for the wonderful work that they're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Hassan, would you like to say anything about the whole process? How was it? How easy was it for you guys, or how difficult was it?
Well, it is BCMA, as you know, but from the beginning when we saw the same dilemma of the Syrian refugees and the boat people who've been facing lots of disasters on the water, BCMA got together and we decided to do something, and therefore we set up applied for sponsorship, and we made some donation from the community, which is good enough to help bring quite a number of refugees. And when we heard about this effort from the Whistler through Larry that they would like to bring young people to work there, and we said we can help you to bring those people there, and especially the young men. We had lots of applicants, and we still have from these young men who would like to come to Canada. And I'm coordinating this with Laurie, how much they can take, and whenever we have a chance to sponsor people, we will do that and help them to come over. Now, so far, we have sponsored about over 60. Some of them already here, some on the way, especially on the 12th of December, we have another family coming, and we are still working, keep helping the refugees.
So how many refugees in total is BCMA allowed to sponsor under the SAR program?
We so far sponsored about 56 people. We can sponsor more, and now I've just received a note that I can sponsor more. There is a room for us to go ahead and apply. We have the resources. The only thing we need is to have more volunteer and more government to do some programs to help those refugees. We can sponsor them, but we need programs to educate and assimilate these young families into our society.
What are the challenges are you facing other than volunteers and resources?
The main issue is the residential area, to find apartments, to find space for the refugees. Now it is very hard to find accommodation. We go far away to other places outside of the lower mainland, like Chilliwack or Kelowna or so, to find some places where we can send the refugees to live. This is our problem now.
Any other programs with this regard?
We have a very serious issue today on our hand, especially for the families Syrian families. They have a different culture. And when they come here into this land, it's a different system.
Right.
And therefore we have some kind of domestic violence. We have issues with the young people. And that takes a lot of effort from our masajid and our people to help in settling these issues.
So I guess developing these programs for the recent
yes, we are trying to put things together and looking for the government support to implement these programs to support our families here.
Okay. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you, brother.
You came to the most amazing place on the planet. No. Yes, welcome. Yes.
Fresh air.
Can we make it quick?
Yes, we can. Absolutely.
Okay.
Chris, do you want to be on the show? Okay.
No, alone. I've been
Look up the cameras and Gormy. How are you?
Normally I use the Skype. This is the first time. I'm fine. All I was asking for is my freedom and to be legal and safe somewhere. And somehow I get an attention cap, just a lock-up room, for the last 57 or 58 days, kept in dark the whole time.
Were you hurt? Were you
No, no. Physically, no, but mentally, well, I rather not speak about it now. The past is no longer with us. It's better to be still positive, and with the big welcoming here, it's better to smile. There will be time to speak about it, not for me only, but because there are a lot of powerless people who has done nothing wrong, but they came also from a poor countries, and they are not being treated well at all. So it's
Hassan,
not only my story. Yes.
did you have
Use a horse if there's no grass.
So what do
No
you,
more airports.
what are you most looking forward to?
For the time being, I need a hot shower for the rest of the day.
What about fresh air? When's the last time you breathed fresh air?
9 months, since 7 March 2017 until today. Now it will be my first step to freedom since I know you.
Can you tell us about the moment that you found out you were coming? Who told you and what went through your head?
It was Sunday, and it was after a battle actually with the immigration officers. It was Thursday, 2 days before that. They told me that you are going to be deported to Syria. When they knew that I may act in the airport or in the airplane, or in the lockup itself, they thought I may do something bad to myself. I will never do that. But that's what was going in their heads. So they ran to me Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, and said, no, you are going to Canada. I did not believe them until they showed me the ticket. I said, no, show me the ticket, then they yes.
And what was your
Corporation was selling weapons. That's all.
What's been going through your mind the past 8-9 hours on your flight? What have you been thinking about?
I did not sleep for a second. Well, I had a glass in the airline, and it did not taste good.
No.
So I'm going to.
Safe airline.
Julia will. She's my.
Where do you wait?